Childbearing during the teenage years continue to affect female educational attainment as young girls who become mothers in their teen period become more likely to curtail their education. Jackie Bila is a twin mother living in Nyamwamba Division Kasese district who was raped by yet unidentified gang.
Naberenga namusomo ngamasobulero muchakani abe watu bamabulero esente sheri nyisomesya ngami kareka mama natasha bamabulira kuba kenyisomesya ngami kare wetu ngama byanganeka ngama bano akindi owake eyange ndi byangana mukolero bu house galo naberenga endo mu house galo ningaende nasubura inaende nasubura naberenga kasa owakabere owakasatu namasangana abandu bo mwanzira bamanyihambiro mwanzira bamanyire pinga babere babinyire pinga.
Few words can explain what she is going through. Psychologically tortured and living the life of an outcast, she now has 2 children to take care of with no source of income.
Bamanyitwara kwa polisi, bamayanyitwara kwa polisi, nabe polisi babere babinyitwara kwa polisi, bamahuna babere bakabro kwa polisi, bamanyitwara kilembe. Her life,
as she puts it in between sobs, is not worth living, not even with the twin bundles of joy. Several other young girls have been victims. Agnes is one of the few girls who have fought for her rights after her parents denied her chance to study, advising her to marry. Agnes, who is currently sitting for her senior 4 exams, only returned to school after reporting her parents' police, who eventually sent her away from home.
I was 17 years old when I started my P7. Then my mother told me to sit down, my brother to continue studying. Then I had to stay at home.
Living in a community of sexually active young boys, girls here are always prone to sexual advances. Young girls always encounter waiting young men along the way as they carry on with their daily duties. Yacinto Mwine is the executive director of the National Youth Organization for Development, an organization that is implementing the Save Our Sister campaign that is aimed at curbing the high unintended teenage pregnancy rates.
We are talking of fertility rate of 8 to 9 children per woman. And when you move up the hills, you'll find a home of 14, 15 children and the woman is still counting. When you are talking of polygamy family in this area. So all that brings poverty in the home. Now, where there is an adolescent girl, what they see in this girl is dowry.
Girls here are married off at an early age, either before secondary education for exchange of materials in form of gifts like goats, cattle, or even land, rendering their lives to be endangered, hence a high maternal and infant mortality rate.
And the process of this early marriage starts with the parent making a threat to the younger girl. For example, a parent will say, if I die without eating your cows or your goats, you will be cursed. And that terrorizes a girl to start thinking about marriage as they negotiate and move around to look for who will marry her and pay the dowry.
With most parents unable to meet the basic necessities of their daughters, men lure young girls with money to buy personal items that their parents are unable to provide, like necklaces. This has contributed to the highest female dropout rate, child marriages, and increased HIV infections.
Number 2, HIV/AIDS prevalence rate among adolescent girls. It is between 52 to 58%. But within our initiative of integrating healthy programs with support from Uganda Health Marketing Group, we have been able to bring down HIV/AIDS prevalence rate, especially the new infections among adolescent girls, to below 40%. Although Kasese HIV/AIDS prevalence rate is still high at 7% compared to the national HIV prevalence rate, which is 7.3%. This is according to L2AS, Kasese District, 2015-2016.
But there is a ray of hope as the number of girls, especially from the common poor, benefiting from the different interventions increase. Nelson Babiale, NBS, Live at 9.